Hello again, and welcome back to the Farmington Players Audio Theater. My name is Andrew Scott. Previously on He Shed, She Shed.
So what is your shed idea?
I'm knocking down the walls to the guest bedrooms and creating something minimalist and classy.
The guest bedrooms? But that's where our kids stay.
They're cold and thoughtless and haven't been here in years. And they're my kids, not yours.
That's not how marriage works, Annie. Those kids may be total losers, but they're my losers too.
Yeah, you didn't raise them.
I helped them with homework, gave them advice. But yeah, you raised them, not me. Maybe that's why they're cold and thoughtless. The apples didn't fall far from the tree.
How dare you imply that I was a bad mother? You know, at least Mark was supportive when I showed him the room.
Mark was in the guest bedroom with you? So how did you entertain your guest, with or without clothes?
God, you're a dick. Dick.
You know what, Annie? You're right. It's your house. Your kids, your money, your space, your life. I am sick of groveling, sick of the insults, sick of being your whipping boy. I don't want separate spaces anymore. I want to separate.
Oh!
Hey, just in time to the party. Be sure to check out your room one last time before Mommy Dearest turns it into her own personal brothel.
Daphne?
Hi, Mom.
Episode 5, Burying the Bird. On today's episode, as Thanksgiving approaches, Daphne's arrival throws a wrench into Annie's shed plans. In the meantime, Annie and Richard reconcile and eventually agree on their respective shed themes.
You know that bare naked lady song? We realized we're both to blame, but what could we do? That's us. We're both sitting back, waiting for the other person to ask for forgiveness. Well, I'm sorry, but apologizing is not in my DNA. Richard upped the ante by saying he wants to separate. I can't tell if he's bluffing. I never was any good at poker. I'm used to laying my hand down and letting the cards talk, but I don't have any aces up my sleeve this time. And now, a wild card, Daphne, shows up. I love my daughter, but I'll be damned if she's going to derail my she-shed plans. This might be Daphne's old room, but this is still my house.
Daphne and Annie catch up after a good night's sleep.
Want some of my vegan smoothie?
Is there rum in it?
Isn't it a little early for that?
So, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit?
Do I need a reason to come home? Can't a girl surprise her mother?
You know I hate surprises. There's always some drama involved with your visit. Something's always broken.
And I come running home so Mommy can fix it.
You said it, not me.
But you were thinking it. You know, I'm so sick and tired of that old chestnut.
What are you doing here, Daphne? What do you want?
Speaking of chestnuts, that chestnut tree in the backyard looks diseased. From here, I'd say it's got fungal blight and leaf spots, but I can take a closer look.
I hate that tree. I wish it would just disappear. Wait, how do you know so much about trees?
I'm an arborist.
An arborist. Is that someone who hangs out at the University of Michigan?
I think you should leave the dad jokes to Richard. Where is he, anyway?
How should I know?
Everything all right between you two?
So, you're an arborist now. Didn't we pay for you to get a degree in animal husbandry? What happened to that dream? Oh, that's right. You didn't finish college. You never finish anything.
Why are you being such a mean bitch to me?
I am not handling my forced retirement very well. Let's start over. How's Ziggy?
Ziggy? Who's Ziggy? Do you mean Marley?
Ziggy, Marley, I get all those hippie names confused. How's your husband?
He's not. Marley is not my husband anymore. We just got divorced, so I need to crash here for a while.
I'm so sorry to hear that. The divorce, I mean. Of course, you can stay here. how long is a while?
What did Richard mean about you turning my room into a brothel?
Nothing. He's just mad because I was showing Mark my woman cave.
Oh, gross. Is that what you call?
Oh my God, no! My woman cave is a she shed, or at least it will be once it's constructed here in the house.
Just remember, a house divided against itself cannot stand. You really need to choose between Richard and Mark.
Annie heads to Ocelot's to ask for some help.
So this is the famous Ocelot. Bambi!
Hey, Mrs. P.
I need your help. Richard and I are not seeing eye to eye on our shed designs. Somehow he got it into his thick skull that my shed was for entertaining Mark.
Maybe the stripper pole was a dead giveaway? Sorry, just trying to interject a little levity into the situation. How can I help, Mrs. P?
It's Annie, please. Nobody calls me Mrs. Richard isn't returning my calls. He trusts you. Could you set him straight? There's nothing going on between me and Mark.
I'll see what I can do, Annie.
Thanks, dear.
Hey, Victoria.
Hi.
I need a favor. I'm trying to help Annie and Richard mend fences, and
Your fence broke?
No, hun, it's just an expression. But Richard can't know I'm acting at Annie's request, so I need you to call Joey and set up a meeting. I'll text you the details later.
Richard heads to Joey's to blow off some steam.
7, 8, 9. Come on, man. You can give me one more. And 10. Nice set.
That was hard. My arms feel like rubber.
Dude, it's only 50 pounds.
True, but I just finished burying the bird.
Burying the bird? Is that a euphemism for...
No, it isn't. Not everything is about sex, Joey. I literally just buried a bird in your backyard. As I pulled into your driveway, a pigeon slammed right into my car window and dropped dead. As you know, I have a roadkill cemetery under my chestnut tree, but I can't go home now, so...
So you buried it here?
I had to give the poor little guy a decent burial.
I'll plant a flower. Use a park next time. Now, forget the bird. You need to get buffed for the next Ocelot's commercial. Can you spot me?
What do you need to get buffed for? Seems like a lot of effort for a sofa surfer like you, unless you have a date, an actual date.
Victoria called, and I asked her out. She said she wanted help fixing a fence post, so I told her I'd bring my pile driver. Oh, and she wants you to come too.
I'm pretty busy, so I'll have to check my schedule.
Bambi will be there too.
Turns out I'm free. Just phone me with the details.
Phone you? Maybe I'll just send a note by carrier pigeon.
That's harsh, man.
Too soon. How long do you plan to crash on my couch? I can't exactly bring Victoria back here with you moping around.
I'll let you know. I can't go home yet.
Mark and Daphne head to Kensington Metro Park.
Daphne, slow down. Let's walk for a minute, okay, please?
Woo! I haven't run that fast in a long time.
Oh, how come you're so energized today?
It's all the extra adrenaline from jousting with my mother.
Oh, Annie has that effect on me, too.
And I'm changing the subject. So, Mark, Thanksgiving is coming up, and I want to surprise Mom.
Oh, she hates surprises.
I know, but this is a good one. I want to do something to earn my keep. Provide for the family, you know? So, I'm gonna bag me a bird. The biggest Thanksgiving turkey ever!
Are you expecting a big gathering this year?
No. Richard just moved out.
Really? Do you know why he left?
Let me ask you something. Do you love my mother?
Hey, I'll race you to that flock of pigeons.
Mark, wait!
No, speaking of birds, can you buy a turkey this close to Thanksgiving?
Buy one? I'm gonna shoot a wild one!
Later that night, Annie's book club meets at the house.
Anyone need a refill? Tad?
I'm good, thanks. I'm super glad I could squeeze book club between my parkour and improv classes. And thank you for hosting us.
What else am I going to do in this big empty house?
Okay. What did everyone think of this month's selection? Bambi?
The Jane Austen Book Club is the perfect book club book. I loved how each character's experience with relationships and love parallels each of the Austen novels they read. Which character did you guys relate to most?
I liked Jocelyn. She invites young Grigg to the book club for Sylvia, but ends up attracted to him herself.
I was kind of relating to Grigg.
You too, Tad? I guess we'll have to share him.
I'm definitely Allegra, Sylvia's young and impetuous daughter. She's an artist and a thrill seeker who enjoys rock climbing and skydiving.
And I must be Sylvia, past her prime and separating from her husband.
Oi, Annie, enough kvetching. Let's try to be positive. So, what are everyone's Thanksgiving plans?
I guess it's just me and Daphne this year. Unless...
What is that? A smile? What are you thinking?
Unless you all come here and join us for Thanksgiving dinner. Come on, please. I need the company, and I won't take no for an answer.
I'd love to, Annie, but I have to work.
On Thanksgiving?
The Lions always play on Thanksgiving.
I can't make it either. But tell you what, I'll send you the recipe for my special cranberry sauce.
What about you, Bambi?
Thank you for the invitation, but I definitely have to work at Ocelot's. I so hate the Thanksgiving game. The guys all get drunk early and are extra handsy. Last year, I had to beat off one guy with a drumstick.
We'll miss you. Sherry, please.
You know, I always spend Thanksgiving with my sister and her husband as he screams profanities at the lions, and their 6 children as they run around like headless chickens. I'm sorry. You know I'd much rather be with you.
Thanks for nothing, you turkeys.
It's the next day. What's Annie doing at the tennis club?
Joey, where are the girls? Some hot date this is.
I told you, we're meeting them for lunch.
I'm already eating dessert. If you can call celery sorbet a dessert.
Don't worry, they'll be here. Oh, look who's here!
Sorry, I'm late. Victoria sent me to the Tunis Club instead of the tennis club. Oh.
Joey?
And that's my cue to exit. Why don't I leave you two alone to get reacquainted? Lunch is on me.
Very sneaky of Joey to bring us together this way.
The classic bait and switch.
Who was your bait, Bambi?
Yes. Well, technically a double date with Bambi and Victoria. And I assume your bait was Mark. Honestly, I don't know what you see in him.
And I don't know why you're so threatened by him. I've known Mark since we were in high school. He's my oldest friend. And yes, we have some history, but it's all ancient history.
I want to believe you. Really, I do.
Then think about those 2 little words, I do. Remember our vows? When we said we'd stick together till death do us part?
Remember our wedding reception when all the Elvis impersonators serenaded us with Can't Help Falling in Love? Wise men say...
Oh, please, no singing. Don't be cruel.
Okay. Oh, Annie, I've been such a fool. I'm sorry I walked out on you. I want to come home.
What about Bambi?
Screw Bambi.
Did you?
No, Annie, you've got to believe me. There is nothing going on. Look, we may both have suspicious minds, and you may be a hard-headed woman, but you're always on my mind. You're the only one who gets me all shook up. Annie, I got a lot of living to do, and I want it to be with you. Please don't send me to Heartbreak Hotel.
Right, all right already. Enough with the Elvis song references. I'll take you back.
Do you happen to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer?
I do.
Me too. May I kiss the bride?
Yes, please.
Hey, speaking of for richer or poor, check out this check I just got for my next commercial shoot for Ocelots.
Wow, that's a whole lot of enchiladas.
Actually, it's for a burrito commercial with Bambi.
Have fun. I trust you. Hey, now that we're back together, let's have a nice, quiet family Thanksgiving. Just Daphne, you, and me.
Richard goes to Ocelot's to shoot another commercial.
Richard, don't you look happy as a clam? Wipe that smirk off your face. It's annoying.
Who's Richard? Me, Tarzan. Tarzan excited. Back in jungle.
Put a sock in it, and I mean your mouth, not your loincloth. At least this one has a little more coverage. We don't want a repeat of Gonad Gate.
Oh, come on, Gwen. Lighten up. It's almost Thanksgiving.
My family Thanksgivings were always a disaster. All that crying and whining.
It is a long day for the kids.
I'm talking about the men bitching about the lions and the women obsessing about the turkey. Is it brown enough? Is it moist enough? Who needs the aggravation? Give me a bucket of Popeye's chicken and a bottle of Pinot Noir and leave me home alone.
You can't mean that. Please, come join us for Thanksgiving dinner.
That's nice of you, but I don't think I can.
I'll have your 20% agent
Pass
fee
up
ready.
a home-cooked meal, I'll be there.
Hi, Richard. Hi, Gwendolyn. Meet my furry friend, Cheetah the chimp, Tarzan's sidekick.
A plush toy?
The director wanted to use a live chimp instead, but he went bananas, started screeching, and had to be sedated.
Aw, poor little monkey.
Not the monkey, the director. Franque freaked out when the chimp started humping his leg. The chimp's fine, but Franque was quite shaken. Here he comes now.
Hello, my favorite actors. Let's get to work. Just keep that horny chimp away from me.
Will we need someone from Ocelot's to sign off on the ad?
Non, tu es sérieux? Tu te fous de moi, incroyable.
Franque, no French.
In English, voici fouque. Unbelievable. I am the director. Ocelot gave me complete creative control. Now, let us set up the scene. Tarzan, you stand here astride the giant burrito. Jane, you kneel right here like so.
Ooh, looks like someone's been working out. Nice abs, Richard.
Thanks, Bambi. I've lost a few pounds.
Either Tarzan's loincloth is shrinking or...
Come now. Time is wasting. When I give the cue, Jane, lean in and take a big bite of burrito. And action!
Daphne and Annie do some Thanksgiving grocery shopping.
Look at these pies. Let's buy an apple pie and a pumpkin.
No, I want to make the Thanksgiving pies from scratch this year.
Are you sure? Have you forgotten the shoe fly pie disaster of 1999?
Using shoe leather was an honest mistake, but the fly still loved it.
No offense, but let Richard make the pies.
I can do it myself. How hard can it be? Now, how big a turkey do you think we'll need?
Actually, the turkey is already taken care of. Trust me. I'm glad you were able to patch things up with Richard. Like John Lennon said, give peace a chance.
I'd like to give him a piece of my mind about these sheds. He has his all figured out, and I'm still struggling.
What about building yours in the yard near that old chestnut tree?
A good idea, but Richard has some skeletons buried out there.
Please tell me you're speaking metaphorically.
No, I mean bones of dead animals. Roadkill, actually.
Oh, that's creepy. Hey, why are you looking at me that way?
I'm discerning your aura. I'm sensing a certain darkness, even some black. Now, that's a sign of exhaustion or fatigue. Are you getting enough sleep? Maybe you can try some herbal tea to bring your energetic field back into balance.
Mother, stop! Enough already with your cosmic mumbo-jumbo. You always do this. You project your own unhappiness onto others. Instead of worrying about fixing me, why don't you look in the mirror for a change?
Just as I thought. Definitely black.
It's Thanksgiving morning at the Pappadapolis House.
What is going on down here? I thought there was a jackhammer in our kitchen.
I'm trying to squash these stupid berries for Tad's cranberry sauce recipe.
With a meat tenderizer?
I keep hitting them, but they're flying all over the kitchen. Oh, damn it!
Maybe if you cooked the berries first, they'd be squishier.
Never thought of that. No, I'm really looking forward to our nice, quiet dinner. Just the three of us. I wonder what's keeping Daphne. She left hours ago to pick up the turkey.
She's probably just trying to find the perfect bird. After all, she is a perfectionist, like someone else I know.
I simply prefer things to be done correctly, even if it is just for us. Oh, I wonder who that could be. Come on in. It's open.
Happy Thanksgiving, Big Poppy. Annie, you look... Is that blood? It looks like a crime scene in here.
Annie's been murdering cranberries.
I'm sure they had it coming.
Joey, don't take this personally, but what the hell are you doing here?
I'm dropping off Richard's $500 case of wine.
Ah, Brunello di Montalcino. It's made with 100% Sangiovese grapes, the best in all of Italy.
I also brought a Boda box in case nobody likes your fancy schmancy wine.
Hey, wasn't your big date with Victoria last night?
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, she's a nice kid and all, but we really don't have a lot in common.
Come on, man. I want all the sordid details. Tell me, did you bury the bird?
Pardon?
We fooled around a little, but it's exhausting being with someone who doesn't get any of my cultural references. I asked if she liked listening to Eminem. She said she tried, but the Eminem kept getting stuck in her ear.
She's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Did you say shed?
You guys will figure that out, too. You always do. Your marriage is built on a solid foundation.
Well, that's kind of you to say. And thanks for stopping by to drop off the wine. Where are you spending the holiday?
Joey is staying for dinner. Sorry, I forgot to mention it.
Well, what's one more mouth to feed? Entrez-vous! Sherry? I didn't think you could make it.
I was halfway to Toledo before I turned the car around. I just couldn't face my Michiganer sister and all her family's craziness. If I have to listen to one more lecture from my brother-in-law about why I'm still single, I'm going to Plots.
Bambi? And Victoria?
Hi.
Oh, I thought you had to work.
I just happened to mention to my boss that another strip club got sued for promoting a hostile work environment, and he gave us both the whole day off.
Here, I brought some peach schnapps.
And we made Jello shots.
Well, thank you. Go talk amongst yourselves. I've got everything under control here.
Joey, I gotta say, I'm a bit disappointed. I was counting on you to seal the deal with Victoria. I need to live vicariously through your conquests. What happened?
Let's just say there was a failure to launch. I might talk a big game when it comes to the ladies, but I'm getting too old to be chasing women half my age. Yeah, I traded all in for what you and Annie have.
Bambi, I'm happy you're here, but isn't it a bit awkward for you? I mean, with Richard and Annie.
Not at all. We've cleared the air. Annie trusts me completely, and my relationship with Richard is purely professional.
Just be sure you keep it that way. If Annie ever caught you cheating with Richard, your goose would be cooked.
Did somebody say goose?
Daphne, why are you carrying a dead Canadian goose?
Because the live ones wriggle around too much. I shot this one myself. I just need to pluck all the feathers.
What happened to the turkey?
It's Thanksgiving. The turkeys all took the day off. Hey, what's burning? Oh, it smells like a dumpster fire.
Oh, my God, the pies!
Annie steps outside to make a phone call.
Come on, Mark, pick up. Pick up.
Annie? Well, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, hey, listen, I'm having a culinary catastrophe. I was baking homemade pies, and somehow they ended up a little overcooked.
Oh, I'm sure they're fine. No one will notice.
Oh, they're black as coal, burnt to a crisp. So could you please run out to Meijer and pick up an apple and a pumpkin pie for me, and then run them over here pronto?
So you expect me just to drop everything?
I wouldn't ask, but it's not like you're entertaining anyone, are you?
A, it's none of your business. B, no, I'm not. And C, well, I'll see you soon.
Oh, thanks, Mark. You're a lifesaver. And you must stay for dinner. I insist.
Inside, the rest of the crew are watching football.
Thanksgiving. It's all about time-honored traditions, like family, feasting, and football. Since 1934, the Detroit Lions have been hosting a Turkey Day game. Lately, they've been very generous hosts, getting stuffed by their opponents. Today's game comes to you live from Ford Field, pitting the lowly Lions against the San Francisco 49ers.
Hey, everybody, it's time for kickoff.
Is that Hunter kicking off? I thought he was the punter.
Hunter's doing double duty today. The regular kicker pulled a hammy.
I'd like to pull his hammy. Look at those glutes. Brow.
He's so flexible. I wish I could extend my leg that high when I'm working the pole.
Hunter Bronkowitz tees up the football. He approaches the ball and boom, he launches it through the uprights, over the netting, into the arms of a fan. What a kick!
Yeah, Hunter. Yeah, Hunter. Woo!
What a great souvenir for that lucky fan. Wait, what's this? The fan has thrown the ball back onto the field and is now waving a banner. It says something about loins that I cannot repeat on the air.
Richard, can you get the door?
The Pied Piper has arrived.
Mark, what are you doing here?
I got an apple pie, but they were out of pumpkin, so I hope boysenberry is okay.
I'll take those. Thanks for dropping them off. Goodbye.
Richard, don't be rude. Mark, please come in.
Why is he even here?
I needed someone to pick up the pies, and Mark graciously offered. Besides, I knew he was alone for the holiday.
Guys, I don't want to overstep my welcome. Maybe I better leave.
Nonsense.
Good idea. Mark, can I have a word with you outside?
Is there a problem?
Yes, you're the problem. Every time I patch things up with Annie, you keep turning up like a bad penny.
She invited me.
And I'm uninviting you. I don't need you here constantly reminding her of your past together.
Why are you so threatened by our friendship?
Why haven't you moved on? You should focus on meeting someone new instead of sniffing around here all the time.
This conversation's over. I'm going back inside the house now.
This is still my house.
You want to defend your turf, Tarzan? Try to stop me. I'm going in.
Asshole.
Are you talking to me?
Gwendolyn, I'm so glad you could make it. Look who's here.
Gwendolyn, welcome to our home.
Here. I brought you some of my homemade Amarula cream liqueur. Careful, it's strong.
Whew, I could get drunk just from inhaling the fumes.
You can also use it as paint thinner.
Richard, why is Mark so upset? What did you say to him?
I didn't say anything.
You two were bickering like a couple of teenage girls. You both need to get over yourselves.
Fine. I'll take the liqueur and go make a peace offering to him.
What time is dinner? I'm starving.
At this rate, we might just have to drink Thanksgiving.
Come on, Niners. Let's go.
Joey, I thought you were a Lions fan.
I am, except when my fantasy football fortunes are concerned. I just need Jimmy Garoppolo to throw a few TD passes. Then I won't care who wins the game.
Garoppolo? Seriously, that's the best QB you could find.
Hey, the guy has played in a Super Bowl. More than I can say for the Lions.
The problem with American football
Here we
is
go.
the uneven distribution of wealth. The so-called skill positions make most of the money. If you really want to level the playing field, everyone should be paid the same.
Why stop there? Why not have the players own the team? What is Mark's opinion on that? Or should I say Karl Marx?
Actually, that happens a lot with European and Brazilian football clubs.
The Fords have owned the Lions since 1963, so good luck with that.
Will you two shut up? I'm trying to watch the game.
Oh.
Joey, are you okay?
Oh, I'm chanting my mantra. Come on, Garoppolo. Be the ball. Oh.
Hey, who was that on the sidelines talking to Hunter? They're really yucking it up.
Is that Tad? What's he doing there?
Oh, it is Tad. He works for the team, but I've never seen him down on the field. How do you know Tad?
I did some landscaping work a few years ago at the Ford family estate. I met Tad on the property, but I'm not sure why he was there. Strange.
Daphne, can you please come and start the oven? It will take hours to roast that goose.
No need for the oven. I've got a fryer set up in the backyard and the oil is heating up. I'm gonna deep fry that goose. How is dinner coming along?
Well, at this rate, I'd say dinner will be done at 5.
That's good.
5 a.m.
That's not good.
Our new Ocelots commercial is about to air. Franque wouldn't let us watch the final cut. Oh, I can't wait to see the ad. Look, there we are as Tarzan and Jane.
Richard, why is that stuffed chimp humping your leg?
It's not. It's just a bad camera angle.
And I suppose the juxtaposition of the long burrito and the round side salads is what? Just a coincidence?
Is it just me, or does Tarzan's loincloth look translucent?
Oh, no.
Ooh, Tarzan. That's a mighty big burrito.
You know it, Jane. Ocelot's burrito mucho grande is big enough to share, but it's so good you'll want your own.
It looks so tasty. Can I try a bite of yours? Oh!
Oh my God!
That's awesome, dude!
Shut up. This is so humiliating.
What a disaster. I'm going to kill Franque. Richard, my check, please. I want to cash it before Ocelot's voids it.
I don't think it's that bad. I've certainly seen worse.
I bet Ocelot's sales will double. But instead of burrito mucho grande, I'd call it Tarzan's bodacious burrito.
That's classic.
That's it. I'm done. I'm out of here.
Oh, come on, Richard. We're just teasing. Richard, come back.
Everyone heads outside to look for Richard.
Richard! Come on, buddy! Hey, where'd he go?
Can you blame him for running away? This is a recurring nightmare. I can't believe he fell for that again. We will be the laughing stock of the community.
This is really Franque's fault. Richard and Bambi were just following his directions.
Well, the TV viewers won't make that distinction. God, this is just horrific. I need a drink, stat.
I grabbed the Boda box on the way out. No wine glasses,
Give
though.
me that.
Hey, don't hog it all, Annie. Pass the Boda box around. I'd like to propose a toast. Tarzan may be king of the jungle and Elvis may be king of Vegas, but Richard is true royalty when it comes to caring for his family and friends.
And small dead woodland creatures.
To Richard, wherever he is.
To Richard!
Richard!
Poor Richard. I wonder what else can go wrong today.
I'll go look for him. Everybody else can go back inside.
Well, don't
I'll
be
be right
long.
back in.
Where are we going?
I'm gonna start cooking this goose. In you go, Big Bird. Whoa! That's one hot fire. Crap, I forgot the lid. I'll run back inside and get it.
I just had to escape up this old chestnut tree. I'm so humiliated. But Sherry's toast was really touching. Speaking of toast, is something burning? Holy crap, this damn tree is on fire! Where's a vine when you need one? Oh Lord, if I'm gonna go up in flames, I want to go out my way. And now the end is near, so I face the final curtain.
That was one hell of a fire.
Thank God the fire department got here so fast. It could have been a lot worse.
Only one casualty.
Now let us pay our final respects to the goose. Let me see his skull. Alas, poor goose chick. Although I did not know him well, how abhorred in my imagination it is. My gorge rises at it. Where be your giblets now? Your honks? Your flashes of merriment that were wont to set the table on a roar? Not one now to mock your own grinning?
That was beautiful, Richard. You're a gentle soul.
Thanks, Bambi. Now I'll bury our friend in his final resting place. Fare thee well, our little Michigander.
After our adventure outside, we're back in the kitchen.
Who could that be this late?
Hey.
Everyone, it's Hunter and Tad.
Sup? Hi, guys.
Hey, join us. Did you come together?
I bumped into Ted after the game. We decided to share a ride together.
Well, I'm sorry. I have no real dinner to offer you.
We come bearing burritos from Ocelots.
We heard you might require a little extra sustenance.
Thank you. I'm sure those will go great with our store-bought pies. At least the cranberry sauce is homemade. I hope you like crunchy style.
Joey, thanks for going to look for me. You're a true friend. And friends don't let friends drink Boda Box. Here, have some real wine.
Hey, I got you back. You do the same for me. Say, hey, this wine is really good. It doesn't burn my throat on the way down.
Yes, this is an excellent vintage. This wine is probably older than your last date. And here's Victoria now.
Who wants Jello shots? Come on, Joey. I'll let you slurp one out of my belly button.
Is that even a thing? Man, I feel old.
Hey, old dudes, let's go. Last one in the hot tub is a rotten egg.
I'm coming too. Hunter and Tad, care to join me? I have a bone to pick with you two.
I'm in.
Wait for me.
Wow, this place cleared out. Where'd everybody go, Mom?
Hot tub. I don't recall anyone bringing swimsuits, but I'm not going to think about that now.
Let me help you with the dishes. What a crazy day.
Insane, even by our standards.
I hate to admit it, but you were right. There is always drama when I come home. Something is broken, but not even you can fix it this time.
What's the matter, hon? You can tell me.
I did a bad thing, Mom. A really bad thing. I cheated on Marley with my yoga instructor. We were doing the deed, and Marley walked in on us. That's why we got divorced, and I'm just sick about it. I wanted to tell you in person. I'm sorry I've been such a disappointment, but I'll get out of your hair now. I'm packed, and I'll be leaving first thing in the morning.
No, Daphne. Come here. Let me give you a hug. Now, I have something to say which is not easy for me. I was wrong. Wrong to push you away. Wrong to try to fix you. I'm the one who's messed up, so I want you to stay. I want to be part of your life. I've already missed out on too much, so please stay. I'll give you room and respect your space.
But what about your she-shed?
I'll find another location. It's more important to have you here for as long as you want.
Thanks, Mom. I'll think about it. Hey, in the morning, I'll take down the chestnut tree. Or what's left of it.
I always hated that tree.
I guess you got your wish after all. Now, maybe I'll check out that hot tub.
Hi, beautiful.
Oh, I see you're still clothed and dry. No hot tub for you?
I've already had too much excitement for one day. How are you holding up?
I'm all right. I just asked Daphne to stay, and I think she will. I told her she could keep her room. I guess I'll find another spot for my she-shed.
That's big of you.
It's the new magnanimous me. In fact, I have a proposition for you. I'll acquiesce to your Elvis-themed man cave in the basement on 2 conditions. 1, you burn the white whale jumpsuit and we never speak of it again. And 2, you let me build a wine-themed she-shed on the site of your former chestnut tree.
Sounds like a win-win to me. You have yourself a deal, partner. Woohoo! Wait till I tell Joey. Hey, Joey!
Alone at last. Finally, some peace and tranquility.
Annie, I need to talk to you.
Mark? You're still here? I hadn't seen you since the fire. I thought you left.
I've been waiting to find a moment alone with you, which is not easy in this zoo.
Everyone else is outside. What is it?
Richard said something to me.
Oh, don't listen to him. He was just blowing off steam.
No, what he said made me think. Annie, I'm still in love with you.
Dear King Elvis, after my near-death experience on Thanksgiving, I just want to tell you how thankful I am. Annie and I are finally on the same page. She's agreed to let me build out my jungle room, our jungle room, right here in the basement. And we can also build her she shed out back once we get our designs and permits. Best of all, things are great between us and Daphne. She's staying here at home until she gets back on her feet. I'm even starting to see Mark in a new light. Maybe he's not such a bad guy after all.
You've just listened to He Shed, She Shed, Episode 5, Burying the Bird. Written by Tony Targan. Directed by Maureen Mansfield, David Reinke, and Tim Timmer. Featuring the voices of Tony Targan as Richard Pappadapolis, Nancy Cooper as Annie Pappadapolis, Rose Randall Warner as Sherry Wine, Dave Durham as Joey Greene, Ann Kraft as Gwen LaFarge, Jim Moll as Mark O'Leary, Kristi Schwartz as Bambi Devine, Andy McNamara as Hunter Bronkowitz. Today's episode also featured Tristan Seaver as Tad Singleton, Nick Szczerba as Franque, Ansley Barnard as Daphne White, Stacey Nellis as Victoria, and Tony Semenick as Russ Webster. And many thanks to our team of players backstage, our production director, Eric Nogus, our audio and video engineer, Brennan Harvath, and our logo was designed by Marilyn Zerlak. And me, I'm your host, Andrew Scott. We hope you have enjoyed our program, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe and notification buttons to make sure you get alerted anytime we upload new content. Thanks for listening to the Farmington Players Audio Theater. Bye for now.